Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This video I wanted to talk about Romania. Why Romania? I've been in the States for 15 years. I travel from Alaska to Florida to Hawaii, live in Los Angeles. Why I choose to come back to Romania and how do I see Romania now after not being here for 15 years. And for travelers, some tips about how things are really are from not for a tourist point because I don't think I'm a tourist because a tourist stays a couple of days and leaves. I usually become a local, maybe a couple months, a couple years, whatever I go. I like the place, then I stay. So here we go. This is where I'm staying right now. It's called Brasov, close to the mountains. The rent is $250. Usually something for 2 bedrooms, one living room, 1 bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, plus utilities, what are pretty cheap. Usually internet, electricity, gas, they all come maybe like $50 a month altogether. So around $300 a month. It's two of us here. We can be livable. Three people can live here easy. There are places between $150, like something smaller, one room, to maybe $400 or $500 a month. You can actually rent a house for that kind of money. Like you can see, there are some people with money in these areas. It's pretty safe. There's police everywhere, just hanging around the street. I don't feel any kind of threat or being scared or whatever. People can go out and even at night. This is called the old city Brasov, so it's pretty safe in that. Uh, Neighbors are pretty quiet, at least there's some kind of construction sometimes. Some people repair their roofs or whatever, but usually it's done by 6. It gets really quiet. Only the dogs are like chattering and barking and talking with each other. There's a lot of dogs. It looks like each house has one or two dogs. But I grew up also in the countryside, so I kind of tend to blend in with the noises from outside. At least if some crazy one that will not stop, then I'll go check it out why it's barking. And usually they will stop. They just crying for attention or something. Um, I'm close to the forest. A lot of good hikes. A lot of entertaining for my side bike. A lot of good river. A lot of nice water fountains from the mountains where I can drink the water, and I don't usually drink the water from the faucet from my robinets here. I like to drink water from the mountain springs. What else? We collect pine needles, the young growing ones, and we make tea. We collect different wildflowers and we make tea. Let's talk about food. Food in Romania, it's pretty cheap if you know where to shop. I see some supermarkets and some restaurants where the prices are almost similar with the United States, where you need $10 to $20 to eat, maybe even more. And I see other places where you can eat for $5, pretty good. But you have to look for those places, and they might not be what you think from outside, or you cannot make an impression until you actually try the food. You got to try the food, see if you like it. Don't make favorites so quick. I'm still searching for some new restaurants. I find some beautiful restaurants on the side streets. I mean, very rustic and beautiful for cheap prices, like $1.50 for a soup, maybe $2.50 for some, veggie thing. Or one more thing, what is coming handy for me is cutting down on the meat intake. I don't eat that much meat anymore. Barely I eat meat, I can say, because it's expensive and it adds up. And then I don't know how healthy it is and how organic. There's been a lot of factories and a lot of things like that. Um, Chemicals, and they're using kind of same philosophy there's like in America where you don't know if it's really organic. They can say to you whatever they want to say. You don't really know because you're not there to see what they actually do. Yeah. What else? What else? I go to the farmers market. I can buy, for example, I have here apples for like 60 cents a kilogram, onion about $1, maybe less, 75 cents, potatoes, carrots, tomatoes for like $1 for that one thing. Oranges are cheap right now. Kiwis are cheap right now, and I mean cheap, cheap, like $1 for a kilogram, what is almost 2 pounds. That's pretty cheap to get kiwis. Where it's not even, they're not even actually growing in Romania kiwis. Yeah, they have to import it from more southern Europe. Clothing, I use secondhand stores that everywhere, everywhere. We find clothing with a tag on them. I find jackets were worth $100, and maybe we got it for like $4 or $3 or $5. Depends. The location of the secondhand store. If it's kind of center city, they tend to have a little more pricey. If you go more throws the cheaper areas, more buildings, more crowd areas, you can find cheaper clothing. We got a whole set for our kitchen for cooking pans and pots and all this stuff right here. This is like two for $1.25. I mean, this is some beautiful stuff, homemade stuff, like cups like this for like $1.25, even cheaper. I can even get it for 75 cents. Depends where I go. There's something more fancy like this. Yeah. So because this place, it was furnished, but it didn't have all the stuff we needed, and it was a little cheaper because of that. I go and invest a couple things, and then I leave. I can sell it, give it to my family here, or just donate to somebody who need it, or even leave it with the place. Depends. There are a lot of places online where you can find apartments for rent. They are in Romanian though. It will be easy if somebody speaks Romanian. There's a lot of people who actually speak in English, and it comes handy for my friend because she doesn't speak Romanian. But if they don't speak English, it will be kind of hard to understand what they are saying. And even if they are speaking, sometimes they all think they speak some Italian or Spanish or something, but not really. They just have a bunch of words they're repeating over and over, and you're not gonna really understand, like if it's about business. Maybe if it's about a direction or something like that, you might get it. But if you're trying to have a conversation about, let's say, to rent a place and stuff like that, and the person don't speak English, then you're gonna need a translator. That's one thing. There's many other things. I'm gonna keep making videos and tell you how we live here on really, really low budget. Like our budget is really low. We even invested in bikes. We actually ride bikes around town. The buses are pretty cheap. It's like 50 cents for a ride, $1 for 2 rides. You gotta have to buy at least 2 rides at a time. But you sometimes have to change buses to get to different locations. So you're gonna end up maybe like $2 per day. It adds up in a month. So we take the bikes most of the time. And that $2, I could buy some nice sweets or whatever I wanted to buy with the $2. With $2, I can get 3 pounds, 3 kilograms of apples, which is a lot, right? So that's it for now. Thanks for watching my channel, and keep in touch and send me some questions.